Mic check. Mic check two. Mic check two. Mic check two. Mic check two.
Hearing room.
Mic check two.
Hearing room. Mic check. Check. Check, check. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check.
Yeah,
Just the things that you see is a little updated.
yeah, a little different setup in back with the individual chairs and things. Hello.
Hi.
Configuration and, everything should pretty well be configured the same.
Yeah,
Just the things that you see is a little updated.
yeah, a little different setup in back with the individual chairs and things. Hello.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is just after 11 a.m. and all the commissioners are present, so we'll begin the agenda meeting for today, Wednesday, January 15th. I would ask those who are participating on the call to please mute your phone unless you need to speak. Today, there are 8 tariffs and new orders and 1 other discussion item. But before we get in the matter of Liberty Utilities, Mid-States Natural Gas, Purchased Gas Adjustment Tariff Filing. The Commission opened this case to receive the 2022-2023 PGA and ACA filings of Liberty Mid-States, and on December 6, staff filed a recommendation regarding the ACA filing and stated that it had completed a review of the billed revenues and actual gas costs for the period of September 1st, 2022 through August 31st, 2023, and recommended what Liberty Mid-States ending ACA balances should be. Staff made further recommendations regarding things Liberty Mid-States should monitor and assess going forward. Liberty responded and stated it agreed with staff's recommendations, including staff's recommended ACA balances. Thus, the order before us adopts staff's recommended ACA balances for the 2022-2023 recovery period and further incorporates staff's other recommendations. With that, I recommend we approve the order version number 1. Commissioner Coleman,
I support the order.
Commissioner Holzman,
I'm in support of the order.
Commissioner Kolkmeyer,
I support the order.
Commissioner Mitchell.
I support the order as well.
All those in favor of approving this order, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? By a vote of 5-0, that order is approved. Second tariff and order today is in file number GR-2024-0150 in the matter of Empire District Gas Company, DBA Liberty's Purchased Gas Adjustment Tariff Filing. Similar to the prior order, the Commission opened this case to receive the 2022 to 2023 PGA and ACA filings of Liberty, and on December 6th, staff filed a recommendation regarding the ACA filing and stated that it had completed a review of the billed revenues and actual gas costs for the period of September 1, 2022 through August 31st, 2023, and recommended what Liberty's ending ACA balances should be. Liberty responded and stated it agreed with staff's recommended ACA balances. Thus, the order before us adopts staff's recommended ACA balances for Liberty's 2022-2023 recovery period. With that, I recommend we approve the order version number 1. Commissioner Coleman,
I support the order.
Commissioner Holzman,
I'm in support of the order.
Commissioner Kolkmeyer,
I support the order.
Commissioner Mitchell.
I support the order.
All those in favor of approving this order, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? By a vote of 5-0, that order is approved. Third tariff and order today is in file number ER-2024-0189 in the matter of Evergy Missouri West request for authority to implement a general rate increase for electric service. On February 2nd of last year, Evergy West filed a general rate case with the Commission. The Commission gave public notice of the application and set an intervention deadline of February 20th. On December 14th, after the Commission issued its report and order to conclude the case, Clarksdale Public Utilities Commission filed an application to intervene, stating that it was not aware and did not receive notice of the case. Commission rule allows the Commission to grant a motion to intervene after the intervention date upon a showing of good cause. In this instance, Clarksdale is almost 10 months past the intervention deadline and admits in its filing that it became aware of the case 40 days before it even sought to make a late filed request to intervene. Consistent with the Commission's prior decision in this case to deny the federal executive agency's late filed request to intervene, the Commission finds that Clarksdale, not being aware of this case, does not rise to the level of good cause. Therefore, the order before us denies the late filed request for intervention. With that, I recommend we approve the order version number 1. Commissioner Coleman,
I support the order.
Commissioner Holzman,
I'm in support of the order.
Commissioner Kolkmeyer,
I support the order.
Commissioner Mitchell.
I support the order.
All those in favor of approving this order, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? By a vote of 5-0, that order is approved. Fourth tariff in order today is in file number ER-2024-0189. In the matter of Evergy, Missouri West request for authority to implement a general rate increase for electric service. The Commission issued its report and order in this case on December 4th. On December 13th, OPC timely filed a motion requesting the Commission reconsider its order or, in the alternative, rehear the matter. Section 386-500 states the Commission shall grant application for rehearing if in its judgment there is sufficient reason therefore made to be appear. After reading OPC's request, I agree with OPC's contention that Evergy West needs to build more generation to meet its customers' electricity demands. And going forward, I expect Evergy West to continue to plan for generation that meets its customer needs. I also think Evergy Missouri West is on notice that that needs to be the case. However, I did not find that OPC's motion demonstrated sufficient reason to reconsider or rehear the matter. In OPC's filings in this case, the alternative was a 75-25 split, which I think the Commission thought was quite extreme. There was no other alternative in the record for which OPC presented. Therefore, thus, the order before us does deny this motion. With that, I recommend we approve this order, version number 1. Commissioner Coleman,
I support the order.
Commissioner Holzman,
I'm in support of the order.
Commissioner Kolkmeyer,
I support the order.
Commissioner Mitchell.
I'm in support of the order.
All those in favor of approving this order, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? By a vote of 5-0, that order is approved. Fifth tariff in order today is in file number GR-2024-0369 in the matter of Union Electric, DBA Ameren Missouri's tariffs to adjust its revenues for natural gas service. On September 30th, Ameren filed this rate case request and included a motion to allow parties to make discrete adjustments. Commission staff and OPC opposed the motion, and October 30th, the Commission denied the motion in its order setting the procedural schedule. On November 12th, Ameren filed a motion for reconsideration and reiterates its request to propose a discrete adjustment for a project expected to go into service in July of this year. Ameren states that the discrete adjustment will provide for a complete factual record for the Commission to determine that the project was completed and placed into service prior to rates going into effect, and thus is known and measurable. Upon review of the motion for reconsideration, the Commission finds that all parties are permitted to present discrete adjustments beyond the true-up period to present a more complete picture of Ameren's operations at the operation of law date. Thus, the order before us grants the motion for reconsideration. With that, I recommend we approve the order, version number 1. Commissioner Coleman,
I support the order.
Commissioner Holzman,
I support the order.
Commissioner Kolkmeyer,
I'm in support.
Commissioner Mitchell.
I support the order.
All those in favor of approving this order, please say aye. Those opposed? By a vote of 5-0, that order is approved. 6 files today are 6th, 7th, and 8th. We're going to combine these file numbers in one vote. So I'm going to read all the case numbers involved because it's several rulemakings. So the first case is in file number OX-2025-0104 in the matter of the Commission's proposed rule on 20 CSR 4240-10.155 and proposed rescissions of 20 CSR 4240-20.015, 40.015, 40.016, and 80.015 relating to affiliate transactions. File number OX-2025-0105 in the matter of the Commission's proposed rule on 20 CSR 4240-10.165 and rescissions of 20 CSR 4240-20.017, 40.017, and 80.017 relating to HVAC affiliate transactions. and file number OX-2025-0106 in the matter of the Commission's proposed rule in 20 CSR 4240-10.175 relating to customer information. All of these orders are final orders of rulemaking that rescind outdated rules, promulgate new streamlined rules, and in particular, promulgate a new rule regarding customer information. The Commission did have a comment period as required under law for all of these rules and received numerous stakeholder comments. The Commission also held 2 public hearings on these rules where several other comments were provided. The Commission has undertaken numerous rulemakings in the past year, and I really appreciate all of the work of staff and those who provided comments to help improve the rules. Commissioners may wish to make comments about specific rules, but with that, I would recommend we approve all of these orders, all of which are version number 1s. So with that, Commissioner Coleman.
I support the order.
Commissioner.
Orders.
Thank you. Commissioner Holzman.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I think this is a great first step. There was a little bit that went a little quick, and I think that I'd like to hope that we revisit this as time goes on. There was some data collection authority that is referenced, and it's almost like an inference, but I think that it could be spelled out a little bit better, but we just don't have the time to address that specifically to put these into effect. I support the order, but I'm just hopeful that we'll maybe have a 2.0 at some point.
Sounds great. Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Kolkmeyer.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I would like to also thank all of the staff that worked on it, and 'cause this is a big undertaking. There's no doubt to take a deep dive into the rules. So just want to here again thank our staff for all this. So with that, I'm in support.
Thank you, Commissioner Kolkmeyer. Commissioner Mitchell.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I also want to thank staff. I know this can be a very tedious process for everybody involved, and so thank you for your hard work in putting these together. I'm also want to point out that I think for the first time there's rulemaking that addresses the protection of customers' personal and private information. So I think that's a great step in the right direction. So thank you very much, and I support the order.
Thank you, Commissioner Mitchell. All those in favor of approving these orders, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? By a vote of 5-0, those orders are approved. Now we have other discussion on comments to the FCC regarding analog relay service. Is Mr. Van Eschen present? No.
John wasn't able to be here today, so I'm filling in. So the FCC solicited comments after receiving a white paper about the declining usage in analog relay service in the transition to an IP-based service. Missouri is actually the first state who has explored the prospect of phasing out the analog relay service. In this case, is actually mentioned in the white paper. We also provided information to NASRA, who submitted it with the other agencies, and the white paper analyzes the relay usage data of Missouri and several other states. We've prepared these comments basically to provide more information detailed about Missouri's relay services, the status of our case, and then we also provided some suggested issues for the FCC to address, which would be helpful to not only us but other states as we have this declining usage in the transition to an IP-based service.
Thank you. Upon reviewing the comments, I think they were really well put together. Appreciate the use of the data on the decline in usage. I think we've spent some time at the Universal Service Board meetings visiting similar topics, and the funding balances that go along with it and the number of customers served. So thank you for providing the comments, and I will open it up to other commissioners for their thoughts. Commissioner Coleman.
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. Just one question. Since this service is required by state statute, will the PSC need to go to the legislature for a change?
Yes, and that's why we kind of tabled it and put it on pause once we realized that was a requirement, and we need more guidance from the FCC in general.
And so once
Would
we
require.
get this, hopefully we hear back from them before the end of session
Right.
so that we can move forward.
Mhm.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Commissioner Holzman?
Just one brief question. Do we know approximately how many customers still use this service?
Yeah, in the comments, it was like 100, I want to say it was like 100 customers basically, and each customer makes, I can't remember offhand.
But it's
maybe-
also not clear if they're receiving calls or making calls. And that's one of the issues that we're bringing up with the FCC to address is we don't have specific customer information. So we don't have a way to reach out to them, see if they just need more knowledge on an IP they might already have available, but just don't know how to use it. So that's some of the issues that we had also brought up.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Kolkmeyer?
No questions.
Thank you. Commissioner Mitchell?
Thank you, Madam Chair. I thought the white paper was well thought out and well put together. I had just a little bit of confusion in my mind. Is it FCC's intention to phase out the program altogether, or to just make a transition to VoIP or IP services versus analog?
It's not the FCC's intention, it's just naturally phasing over to IP, just it's the type of service that most people use. And the providers of our relay service, currently we only have 2 available, which is Hamilton and T-Mobile, and they're the ones that are starting to discontinue certain services. Like last year, we stopped offering CapTel due to T-Mobile no longer offering that service in its new contract.
So fair to say the question that arises is whether it would be a VoIP or an IP type service, and
right.
they'd have to change out some of the equipment that
Right.
they used to. Okay, thank you.
Any other questions for Ms. Halsman? Hearing none, I think we do need to take a vote to authorize the filing of these comments. So with that, I would move that we do authorize the commission to file these comments with the FCC. Do I have a second? Second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? By a vote of 5-0, motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Salzman. All right. The last item for today is scheduling. Starting tomorrow, Thursday, January 16th, we have local public hearings in case EA-2024-0302 in the matter of the application of Ameren Transmission of Illinois for a CCN relating to transmission in Northwest and Northeast Missouri, WebEx only at 12 noon. Also, following next week, we have Tuesday, January 21st through Monday, January 27th, local public hearings in case ER-2024-0319 in the matter of Union Electric, DBA Ameren, Missouri's tariffs to adjust its revenues for electric service. Those dates and locations are as follows. Tuesday, January 21st at 6 p.m. at the Osage Center in Cape Girardeau. Wednesday, January 22nd at 12 noon at the St. Charles County Administration Building. Same day, 6 p.m., St. Louis Community College Forest Park Student Center Cafeteria in St. Louis. The next day, Thursday, January 23rd at 12 noon, here in the Governor's Office Building in this room, hearing room 310. Same day, in the evening at 6 p.m., we have a WebEx-only hearing. The following day, Friday, January 24th at 12 noon, we have a WebEx-only hearing. And the following Monday, January 27th at 12 noon at the Sunset Hills City Council Chambers in St. Louis. Also, Thursday, January 23rd, we have agenda at 9 a.m. followed by a public meeting with SPP and MISO beginning at 9:30 a.m. Wednesday, January 29th, we have agenda at 11 a.m. Wednesday, February 5th, agenda at 11 a.m. Thursday, February 6th, we have evidentiary hearing in case EO-2023-0448 in the matter of the application of Union Electric, DBA Ameren, Missouri, for approval of decommissioning cost estimate for Callaway Energy and funding level of the Nuclear Decommissioning Trust Fund here in Hearing Room 310 at 9 a.m. with Judge Pridgeon. And then Thursday, February 13th, we have agenda at 11 a.m. Commissioners, are there any changes or modifications to the schedule? Hearing none. Any other business coming before the body?
Oh, just one item,
Yeah.
Madam Chair. We've got a
Yes.
special guest in the audience today that I'd like to introduce. My
Of course.
lovely wife, Mary Kay. Would you stand up, please?
Welcome.
That's all I have.
Thank you, Commissioner. Welcome, Mary Kay. Hope we didn't put you to sleep. All right, with that, no further business coming before the commission. We are adjourned.